The problem that most people will maybe have is the time issue. So they might not have all the time on their hands. Maybe they also have to stay at home,
Yeah.
look after their children. And so this might be also a good way for them to be making money and
100%,
still
just
survive.
in your free time.
Exactly.
And as you say, still surviving.
Exactly. And look after your children.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Quick Trader video. I'm Keenan, I'm here with
Rashid.
and Luca.
Luca.
Today we're going to be talking about the unbanked myth. So I just wanted to do a bit of a debate in this video, guys. So I've had a thought for quite a while, and that is like, do you guys think that P2P is benefiting, like actually benefiting the poor?
Okay.
Or do you think that it's only benefiting the tech savvy world? Because I mean, you require a smartphone, right?
Yeah.
You need an internet connection, and you need to have quite a bit of like technical literacy regarding the whole situation. So I think there's a bit of a digital divide in this sense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could start off and you just not know anything. You don't even know how to operate a cell phone. Let's say you've never had a phone, or you know, people do live in conditions like
That's
that.
true.
And now we're bringing them in, teaching them how to trade P2P.
Yeah.
But do you think that this is actually helping, or do you think that this is a bit of a problem in the industry? I've always wanted this question
I feel like
answered.
it's for both parties. I mean, like, I've met, I don't want to say this, people who aren't necessarily the most wealthy people, they still have access to a phone.
Yeah.
You know, they still have access, there's places you can go, internet is free. You know,
Like
you
an
can-
internet cafe, that
or
kind
not,
of
Not necessarily that, more like you can go, some malls have free internet, you know?
That's true.
So,
But you need a VPN as well, remember?
that's the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
thing,
big time.
Someone hacks your stuff.
That's the problem, that's the problem about using public Wi-Fi. So, but you can get free VPNs. I'm pretty sure you can get what's it called, like free trials,
Yeah.
where you'll be able to use it for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. That's enough time to build some sort of rapport on a profile or whatever. And everything that I learned with regards to P2P and stuff is all free online.
Yeah.
It's just about taking the time to research those things, you know? And
Kind of build your knowledge.
Yeah, and that can be lengthy and stuff. That's why you go to, what is the word I'm looking for? Like a mentor. That's why you'll purchase for a mentor, because it just takes all that information and narrows it down for you to now absorb it.
Our mentors do like 1 hour sessions, if I'm not mistaken, on Quick Trader. I do sessions, I know you do sessions here and there. David also does some sessions.
I haven't done any sessions.
I think you're still in the process of getting some students going, but I mean, that's a great thing about, I think, having a mentor is we're able to kind of guide you in the right direction and push it to the right side of things.
Exactly. And also it just helps filter through, because there's a lot of just information to gather and stuff. It helps filter out things that maybe you don't need to know right now, that you can start learning as you trade and as you become a more experienced trader. It does help having a mentor for that. And certain instances in trading can be stressful, but anyways,
100%.
moving from the point.
Back to the point.
Yeah, back to the point. What I was trying to say is, I feel like that does empower people, empower people who maybe don't have as much like liquidity and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they are struggling financially and things. There is still ways for you to do it.
When you're starting out, if you've got a mentor or somebody that's teaching you, it makes it a lot easier. But also, I think coming around to this argument is quite difficult, because if you aren't like technologically savvy, if you're not tech savvy, then you're gonna struggle to understand these systems. They're basic to us because we kind of
Done it for a while.
We've learned, we've done it for a while.
The thing is that once you get the hang of it, they are pretty simple.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's just it looks like a lot. So you were saying
It's not that difficult.
That's why we are here, and that's why we have the YouTube channel.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
This is free content for you guys to learn off of, and we give you a good basis to start. You know, it's not. We have the opportunity to answer questions. You guys have the option to leave comments down below and chat with us.
Yeah, and if you've got anything that you don't understand, pop a comment down below and we can get through to it. You know.
100%. But I wanted to say, like, I want to also ask your opinion on this. It's like, how do you think we can fix this divide? Like, what truly needs to happen for P2P to reach? I think unbanked people in the world, we're sitting at like 1.5 million people that don't have access to banking.
Really?
Like, what do you, yeah, it was a stat I read the other day. But what do you think is like a way we can reach these unbanked people, you know, other than teaching them how to work on a P2P platform? What do you think is a way to get that out there?
I think so. Circling to the poor people or people who can't just afford having a cell phone or a secure internet connection, I think that's going to be a bit of an issue for them.
Yeah.
But they will be maybe in the rural communities. I think people more in urban communities, they will have easier access to things like that.
Yeah.
So I think we can just facilitate, like what we're doing now, helping them get onto a platform to help them with the P2P trading.
Yeah. So like I had a great idea which I would like to put forth one day. I don't think at the moment I personally have the means to do it, but I would love to like do workshops, man. Go to rural areas and and teach like physically in person. You know, we can't just hand out cell phones for free and so on and so forth. So you don't know if these people are gonna actually latch on to the whole P2P mission, but like to give them access to
understanding, you know.
Yeah, even if we get a little booklet made or something, you know, just to educate them and to show them, and you can even show them proof while you're there as to like what P2P's done to help you make money and what it's done to change your life a little bit. So I think the unbanked myth is a very, very stressful topic, but there's a lot that we can do. I think
definitely.
Yeah.
And I guess the reality of it is, of course, there is gonna be people who don't have access to these things, you know. You'd like you said, a secure internet connection, a cell phone, but in today's age, most people I would say in general have a cell phone. You know, it might not be in the greatest condition, but
they've got something to get on the internet.
Able to get on the internet.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the problem that most people will maybe have is the time issue. So they might not have all the time on their hands. Maybe they also have to stay at home, look after their children. And so this might be also a good way for them to be making money and
100%, just in your free time. And as you say, still surviving.
Exactly, and look after your children.
Yeah, look, I also wanted to get into something. Our previous video, we were talking about AML laws.
Okay.
And I mentioned something, it's called a liveness check. So to shield people like the newbies that we want to bring on, or let's say we go out and we actually do this this outreach mission and we start teaching people in more underprivileged communities how to trade. A good way for you to know that you're going to be safe from the actual money laundering side of things is to check out these liveness checks. Like the way they do these liveness checks is quite interesting. I mentioned in the previous video with you that the scammers out there tend to use AI. There's like AI is all over, you know, you go on Instagram, you're gonna see AI videos of one way or another. But what the guys have been doing as of recently, which I've seen all over the internet, is they able to change their face. So they literally, they can plaster someone else's face onto their stream, or let's say a video that they're sending into these platforms. And they're able to steal your identity with just
AI
a photo
image.
Just a photo of you, and they're able to put it through the software and basically steal your identity.
So then a liveness check would essentially be, just the way I understand it, is now instead of them now using a photo to verify you, they probably use a video.
Yeah, so
I see.
It's a good way to make sure it's not AI.
100%. And you know, these AI things, they can't actually be plastered over a live stream from what I know. And if they do, I do know that if you're on a laptop or your cell phone, when you open up when you got to take photos for the banks and, you know, verify your identity, etc., it only gives you access to use your camera. So there can't be any third-party apps running in the background, that kind of thing. It closes everything else off.
Perfect.
And then only your camera is now being used for the. I understand now.
So how do you overlay that? You know, look, there might be ways around it. I have no clue, but it kind of gives me personally a bit of a
form of security. Or
yeah, you feel a bit safer knowing that people can't actually access that tech if it's a liveness check, you know. So yeah, you've got to be blinking, you've got to be vigilant, and you've got to show your ID in the actual.
Oh, and then probably I think I have done one of these before.
Yeah.
You've got to do your ID, and then I think it's like your name and your trading profile's name.
The time, the date.
They must give
Yeah.
you a whole thing. You must stand up like this with your little.
Yeah, you look like you got a little cardboard here. You're doing an advert mugshot. There we go. It's been a great session. Thanks for the debate. I got some varied opinions. I love it. I'm glad we were able to have a chat. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or even corrections, please comment down in the comment section below. We've left all our socials in the description of the video. We really love the engagement we've been receiving so far, and we enjoy making these videos for you guys. It's always a lot of fun, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.